Alrighty, gamers, welcome in to Retro Timed. I am No Such Timed. In this video, it's about time I actually do my personal review on this and my feelings on this, because I'm almost done. But I'm switching back and forth in games, but this game right here, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, woo! Alright, so I'm going to review this for you guys, and we're going to talk about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and actually turn the game on and let the screen run, and I'll talk over the game and tell you how I feel about it. So let's get into it. Alright, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Um, so I am, I actually am enjoying this, okay? I'm almost done with it. Um, there are some levels I can't win, of course, because of the star rating on them. But if it takes a lot of work. But Mario is all about getting into repeated cycles of the characters going around. So every single 2D Mario game, you'll notice that there is a trending thing where you have to time something just right, and you you pretty much just either hit it or hop over it depending on what you're doing. And it's pretty much the same as a regular 2D Mario game. So, that's one thing I will say about the mechanics is just it's an average 2D Mario game with higher res graphics, some other, mechanics going on like the power-ups, and then you got the badges. So, let's break the power-ups down. So there are so many different varieties of power-ups in here that you got the average mushroom, you got the cap that allows you to drill into the ground, you got the um you got the elephant, and then you got the fireball flower, and then you got the other flower that allows you to release bubbles. Now that one's interesting because you can shoot a bubble and you can bounce off of the bubble. That's really wild about that. The elephant, I like the elephant, but it's rare to get that. I mean, I get that every so often. I don't get it as much as I want to, but the elephant is pretty cool. It holds water in the trunk. Tosses water on fiery places, like pretty much, and then it uses trunk to like hit the enemies around it. So it makes it kind of easier. The drill, however, I really like the drill cap. It's one of my favorite items in this game. And it's all because with the drill cap, you can pretty much cheat. All right. So if you got like a spot underneath your feet, all right, like dirt or something, you can drill down there and just scroll through the dirt. Like you can literally just go through the level through the dirt. There have been points where I take the drill cap and I jump up to the roof, and then I get inside the roof and just go past everything. And it's just so cool to have that in your arsenal because if it's one of those things that like you can just pass everything without even getting hit. So, with these items, you can collect extra ones. Now, the badges, I haven't gotten all the badges yet. Out of all the badges, I think I like the badge where you jump the highest. But there's a badge for like running faster, a badge for like just kind of like tornadoing, meaning like you jump up and your whole character just does a tornado effect. Um, the one where you hold the cap as you fall to the ground, so you don't technically take damage in this game from jumping high up. That's one thing I will say about Mario. You can jump from these 2D Mario games. You can jump from as high as possible and still not hurt yourself, which is extremely weird. Um, and there's a couple other badges. There's one that collects coins, just like really cool little um items inquired with the badges. So it helps you get through some of the levels a lot easier. And the one I've been using the most is, like I said, the jump one. There's one that has a radar to help you find the Wonder Flower, because the Wonder Flower is just something that's very, very difficult to find in these levels at times. So I more or less like when I have trouble finding a Wonder Flower and I really, really want to, I will use these radar to find a Wonder Flower, and then I usually end up finding it. So that's pretty helpful. And so I think I can go into the Wonder Flower next. The Wonder Flower is really, really awesome, depending on what level it is. There's times with the Wonder Flower I really like when you're in a level and the Wonder Flower turns you into like this green slime. You're just attached to the wall, and and you can jump that way. It's pretty cool. You stick to everything, and then it makes the game play a lot easier, a lot more fun. There's sometimes shadow levels. I'm trying to think. There's quite a few things I've experienced with the Wonder Flower. Oh, there's another one where you turn into this creature that's in the game itself, and you jump like super high. You keep jumping until you reach the seed at the end. So that's pretty cool. And they basically correlate it back to the seeds being stars this time. So what I mean by that is, you know how at the end of like each Mario game they put a star? Well, this time they put seeds instead, and you collect the seeds and you go through each world collecting seeds, and you end up facing uh Bowser's kid most of the time instead of Bowser. So that's something I'm not used to. And it's mainly because I haven't played a Mario game in like forever. So this was kind of a treat. And the boss battles aren't super hard. The boss battles are not super hard. The levels to the boss battles are hard. In fact, I had a boss level recently that was about a baby Bowser boss battle that was relatively easy. And it was just cool because you were in water, and if you timed it just right, you could just drop right down on him, and you jumped on him, and it hit him in the head, and it injured him, and that's how the boss battle goes. But yeah, some really cool stuff. As for story, man, it doesn't lack, but it's not the best story in the world. Like, it just basically, you know, the story goes that Bowser turns into a castle, and you have to. He's the big meanie like always, but he didn't capture Princess Peach this time. He took the seed and ran away with it, and he turned into a castle, and you gotta face him at the end. So that's something that I will say. Story wise, I don't really ever go to Mario games for a story because they don't ever really tell the best stories in the world. So story wise is just like it's okay. Um, music wise, I don't know how I feel about it because some of the music reminds me of like a cappella music or something like that, and it isn't the best music in the world, but it does the job for the game. Like it is a Mario vibe type of music, so that's pretty cool. And the character wise, if you go in here, so let's take a look at the characters. All right, let's go in my profile. You can see them pretty far, but let's go here, click. So these are all the characters you can select from. Now, the thing I will say about this is only these four will do the power ups. These guys here, I haven't really messed with them. And I know these guys for sure on the end here, they don't do power-ups. They, like, as you can see at the bottom, it says that they won't, um, Yoshi and Nabbit won't take damage, but they also won't transform with the power-up. So, okay, so the Toads, they transform with the power-ups, along with Mario, Peach, Daisy, and all those characters. So, that's something that's really cool. And, well, in a way, it's not. I don't like the fact that the Yoshis don't transform because I would have loved to have seen Yoshi transform into the, like, elephant, but hey, it is what it is. When I first started playing, I was like, I'm gonna play as Yoshi because that seems like it'd be a pretty cool way to, like, do this, but nope. So, and the map of the game is very similar to, I want to say, like a Mario Party map. It's very strange. Like it has like the game board, but it's like basically they took a Mario Party map and placed it into a 2D Mario game, which also is really really cool. And let's see if we can actually. I'm not gonna. All right, so I can't pause it right now. So let's go ahead and select Luigi. All right, we're gonna select Luigi, and we're gonna take a look at everything here. So I'm down towards the end of the game right now. But if you go to like character or courses, you can kind of see what I mean. Like, there's the whole map. Um, in the top, you can see like there's like I want to say one, two, three, 4, 5 different places, maybe 6. I'm not genuinely sure. And then the Bowser Castle is in the center. So, in fact, here. All right, so this is the map. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay, and then you unlock everything and you go to the Bowser Castle, which I haven't made that far yet, but I just wanted to give this review because I'm almost through it, and I felt like now would be beneficial instead of waiting for me to actually finish it. So, as you can see, I cleared most of everything out so far. I just got to clear Deep Magma Bog, which is, an area that I'm like genuinely stuck on right now, but also at the same time playing through it slowly. So yeah, I'm having a blast playing this. It isn't exactly 100% my cup of tea, but I'm still having a good time playing it. And, you know, I do suggest going out and getting it. If you're not like into Mario, you might still end up enjoying it. But there's a lot of stuff in it that is just really awesome too. Like, so example, you'll take the Wonder Flower and there's like another like you'll get the Wonder Flower and then it's weird because like the whole environment changes based upon what you do with the Wonder Flower, what the Wonder Flower does. So like, going back to the Wonder Flower, that's one of the coolest things about the game actually is the Wonder Flower. It changes the whole environment. So like example, I'm looking at the back of the game right now, and it pretty much when you take one of the Wonder Flowers, the pipes start to like move, and you can stay on it, and it'll move like a snake, and you can ride the back of the pipe like a snake. It's so weird, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. I do like when the environment changes. So, but yeah, that's about it for this. I think I explained it the best I could and why I think it's a good game. So, let's get back to the big screen and do my outro. All right, so there you have it. And all in all, I give this game an 8. It's high up there, but it's not like a 9 or a 10 for me. This is an 8. All right. Um, and the reason I give this an 8 is because it's still regular Mario. So it's still doing the same Mario thing, but in 2D, but like changing it up a little bit. So that's why I'm like, it's fun. It's fun. And it's enough to be fun for me to want to keep playing. But like it still has that Mario factor to it, that 2D side scroller. And I don't have a problem with 2D side scrollers. It's just it's one of those things where I've played so many 2D side scrollers from Mario that this is pretty much the same thing as the rest of them. I took a break from Mario, and then I came back to play this. I'm having a blast playing this, but at the same time, I still feel the genuinely same about it. So, I think that's about it. That's my full take on it. And again, if you have a chance, if you haven't played it yet, please do so. It did get in one of the top 6 game of the year spots. Um, and it didn't win, of course, but it still did really, really good. So, to get in top 6, I didn't expect this to be in top 6 to be honest, but hey, a lot of people enjoyed it. So, that's about it. So if you like what you saw here, you know, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. I'll do more of these in the future. I just haven't been doing these as much. I used to do them on my other channel, but my other channel is now gone. So, but yeah, again, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell to get more from me because I'll be having more reviews and more gaming content. Until then, see you next time and keep gaming, gamers.